towel as a towel and not for what it is, which is an exercise apparatus. All right, so we have a couple of things. We have a chair, we have a towel, we have a ball, if you have one, again, and a roller, but you don't need all these things. But sit in front of the chair sit in the chair with your feet in front of you if you have a chair. Now, a couple things about our necks. We all know that our necks are always involved in what we're doing. If we're texting, if we're at the computer, if we're reading a book. And one of the things that happens is our head goes forward and we don't even notice how slight it can be. So you're supposed to have a big curve right here, big C curve, backward C curve. And if you've had your x-rays done, it's easy to see what how you're treating your neck. You can also feel the cervical vertebrae. That's what that part's called. We have two places that are called cervical in our body. This is the cervical vertebrae, and you can feel the vertebrae kind of crunch on top of each other. So that's one thing. Habit puts us in a bad place as far as the neck goes. The second thing is we hold tension in our necks. A lot of us hold tension in our necks and shoulders. Not everybody. I actually hold mine in my stomach, but I know a lot of people that hold tension in their necks and shoulders. So I'm going to talk about doing a bunch of things to help your neck. So one of the things that we have to do is first talk about how we hold the phone. All right, so this is like the worst, right? Right here. You can see why that's a problem. Also, pushing forward is bad, right? So there's a part where your eyes go down kind of diagonally, where your head stays in that position. Now, a lot of us are going, oh my God, I'm in the grocery store. I'm going to hold it like this. Don't do it in the grocery store. Just don't do it. Put the phone away, buy your groceries, go out, and then do it. So you're going to hold it like this. Now, what I do is I have a stand. I lean it against something, and I kind of keep my hands off of it, and I dictate a lot of my texts. I don't use the phone as much as I use my computer, although life is making that pretty difficult. So in terms of habit, if you're driving and you know your hands are 10 and 2, that's where they should be, even though that's not aligned. But one of the things if you grab the wheel, what happens is the neck goes into this tension, the shoulders go into a tuck. So one of the things that's really good to do is stay light on the wheel. You don't holding the wheel tight or your weight tight doesn't make the movement better or more intense or more correct unless you're blowing off the road or something. Having some security in your whole body aligned, that will help you. So those are a couple of habits that we don't want to do. As I was looking through different things about the neck, you have the trapezius here, and that needs to be strong. Even strengthening exercises are stretches. So we're going to go through a lot of that today, or some of it today. All right, so one of the things that they recommend a lot, which I do not love, are chin tucks. And I'm going to show you what a chin tuck is. So I'm going to do it from the side. So that's bringing your chin back like this. And it's lengthening the vertebrae. And I know why everybody recommends the chin tuck, because I want to get you to lift that vertebrae up. Now, I'm not saying you can't do the chin tuck. Go ahead and do the chin tuck. I prefer putting something little under my chin and bending my head down, curling it all the way down to extend the vertebrae, taking the hands behind me, maybe grabbing the back of the chair and getting it extended. You can also do it without the ball. I do it with the ball so you don't hyperextend. You can hyperextend a stretch. So, and just take your chin to your chest, and you can feel yourself lifting vertebrae by vertebrae. Static and dynamic is important, just like doing cat-cow. So if you extend it, then lift it up, extend it, and lift it up, extend it, and lift it up, extend it, and lift it up, then extend it, holding it down, interweave your fingers together, put the hands at the bottom of your head, and push your head forward, not down. All right, so you're pushing your head forward, not down. So you put your hands behind as if you're trying to pull your head off and throw it across the room. That's going to extend them. Now close those elbows as much as you can. And this is kind of the ultimate opener here. It's opening your shoulders. It's opening the back of your head and lifting those vertebrae above each other, right? So let's do that again so that we know what we're doing. All right, you roll your body over first, chin to your chest, lowering your head, putting your woven hands behind your head, not behind your neck, behind your head at the bottom of your skull, and then try to push your head off. Once you find that extension, bring those elbows together. And all those points of tension are going to be addressed. You're either going to feel, oh my God, that's a point of tension because I can feel that, or you're just going to feel a nice, lovely stretch. Open the arms back up, release the hands down, and curl the head up. Now, after that, you always have to do counter stretches. So our counter stretch for that's going to be putting our hand on the edge of the chair and taking our head to the side. Right? So we're stretching away from the shoulder. We do this a lot in class. And then bring it up and then to the other side, stretching away from the shoulder. And then bring it up. Also, looking to the side, that's a twist. So a lot of people recommend looking to the side. You have to determine, all right, a lot of the pain is right here between the neck and the shoulder, right along this deltoid line, right where the trapezius hooks in. If you have a lot of pain right there, I would be very careful with this look to the side. Now, to extend that look to the side, you take your arm down and then cross it to the middle of your back. And then you get that nice stretch. But you have to be careful about these stretches. These are delicate parts of your body. You have to keep them stretched, but you also have to respect them. Then bring it back to center. Take it to the side first before you even move your hand, and then put your hand in the middle of your body. In the back. You don't want to wing your shoulder. It has to only go to the capacity that it can go. In other words, if you have to twist, if you have to wing, that's not its capacity. Its capacity is if the joint is comfortable doing the reach. So that is what we really want to achieve. If the chin is comfortable doing the reach. And then bring it back to center. Now, many of you know that I have issues with head circles, not because I have physical issues, but I don't like pushing the head back on the vertebrae. I don't think that's a good practice. So I do admire partial head circles done kind of meticulously. So I would take my ear to my shoulder, my chin to the joint connection here at the top of the pec, my chin to my chest, and then bring it all the way up. That would be my version of the circle. Let's do it on the other side. Ear to the shoulder, so keep it aligned. Chin tucked into the joint connection here at the top of the pec, then down to the chest and bring it all the way up. I actually, just like the chin tucks, I don't buy into pushing back against those vertebrae like that. And you're going to find that 99% of the people who focus on neck do believe in that. They're younger than me. That's all I have to say. Now, in order for this to be really, really good, we need to roll our shoulders back some. So let's do 8 rollbacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, instead of just the circle, we can also do dedicated stretches. So when we do dedicated stretches, we do a little bit of assistance. We've always done this in class. So some people put their hand on their head and that creates a lever, but I like it on the ear because that takes this vertebrae into an opening. So I take it all the way to the side. And in this, you have, when you do a dedicated one, you do several breaths inside of it. You can also move the hand behind you to get a little more opening there in the scalenes. Now, the dedicated into the joint is behind your ear and down. So put your hand behind your ear and push into that side. And then bring it back up. Let's do the dedicated on the other side. All right, always make sure you're adding that breath. Inhale, exhale, breathe through it. Take the hand behind if you can, comfortably. You must be breathing. And then behind the ear, grab your skull behind your ear and take it into that corner. You can feel the effectiveness of this. You can feel that big muscle just releasing right there. and then bring it back to center. One of the most effective things for the neck is the back curl. So when we put our hands together at the beginning of Pilates like this, and we're opening up our back, that creates a connection in between the back alignment and the neck curl. So you start by pulling your belly button into the spine, pulling up under that rib cage, opening those shoulder blades. Now let your head float. It doesn't have to come down. Let it float into a natural lowering. And just let it be easy. Don't force this one. This is not a stretch. This is an opening. So I really want you to feel the whole body connecting to that neck right now. And then bring it up slowly and release those hands down. Now, I would like to convince you that at a certain point in your life, jerking your neck is not a good idea. So there are always all these things in dance where we have our head jerking and jerking. But remember, tendons and ligaments at a certain point in life are at 10th of what their density was before. Okay, what do I want to do with this towel? What I want to do is fold it in that long strap, put it behind the head, and just push it as I push back. This is a strengthening exercise. So you're in the middle of your head, you're pushing as you push back. Now we're not tucking the chin or anything, we're just pushing, okay? Good, and release that down. All right, what are we gonna do with the roller? We've done the roller many times. We have a special roller. If you don't have a roller, just observe. You should have a roller though, everybody should have a roller. All right, we're coming and we're gonna put this in the middle of our backs for now. Right, so I'd like you to just put your feet into the floor, lift up, close your arms, and bring it up and down. Now we usually have our arms around this way, but I want to keep the neck visible, so I want you to wrap your hands around the neck. This opens up your back. When you have your arms out like this, it closes your back. So make sure you wrap your arms around your back, around your head, right up and down. All right, so this is for those who've never done this before, it's kind of crazy. Start at the bottom of your vertebrae. You curl up. When you get to your shoulder blades, you take your head all the way back. Then when you come to your neck, you let the roller rest between your skull and your shoulders. That is going to help restore your cervical curve. Now, years ago in an x-ray, my neck was a straight angle forward. There was no curve, no flexibility. Doing this and other neck exercises brought my neck back to its cervical curve. I have no, knock on wood, neck issues. All right, bring it back down again and let's do it one more time. All right, keeping that hug, curl it up. It's a lot easier with your head around your, hands around your head. So we'll do it that way. Oops, I'm sliding off my shirt. Curl it up, drop your head back, and let it drop on to make sure you're looking behind you. Look under your couch. Oh, there's my towel. Look under your couch. There you go. Now, and bring it back up. Now we're going to do something we don't do on the roller, and that's the side neck. You're going to just put the roller chin above the roller. Just put it in the side of your neck. Don't push hard. This is all about gentle shaping, right? Look ahead. Good, just breathing into it. Feels so good that I could go to sleep here. And bring ourselves up. We're going to do the other side. And again, just put it in your neck, gentle shaping. So is it too much to say that if you work at a desk all day, you should do these every day? I think you should. Bring yourselves up. I don't do the roller part every day, but I certainly do the neck stretches every day. Let's sit on our sit bones and look straight up. So right now your neck should feel loose. I didn't put it through too much rigor. It should feel like it has some flexibility. Now, another thing I want to do before we go is I want to do some self massage. So it's with your thumb. Take it right there, there's a hole between the muscles in the back and stroke down the side of the neck. This releases a lot of, you can feel, if you have any adhesions, I feel one. And this is my writing side, so that makes total sense that I have an adhesion there. Just a little bit of, and again, you don't have to be hard. Just repeat it until you feel a breakthrough. Let's go to the other side. Keeping your head straight ahead, so don't look away from it because that extends the muscle and that distorts the head. So you want to do it in its, right, in its natural position forward. So just right back there, massage, massage, massage. Okay, if you can't see that, I'm going to turn around. Where the area is, it's right here. I had a red line and just down here. Now, a lot of the other massages you can do are at the point of contact with the shoulders. So you can take it down. It's right below my sports bra strap. There's a hole. Just make circular motions with your thumb there and then the other way, right? So it's going to be right here. See where my finger is? Right here. All right, circular motions with your thumb and then in both directions. Okay, so we have strengthening, we have stretching, and we have massage. And all of those things will keep your neck from getting too tight, losing its alignment and its curve, and causing you troubles later. The worst, one of the worst surgeries that will affect your life forever is a neck surgery. I know this because my sister-in-law had it, and she's now wearing a collar for life. So it's a pretty rough deal. So let's finish out by pulling the neck forward into a big open here. Inhale and exhale. And then coming into a wide extension here. Inhale and exhale and bring it down. I hope this fit moment was comfortable for you, informative, and will contribute to your having beautiful cervical alignment from here on.